Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, the travails of the Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Osinbajo, shows no signs of abating. Used and dumped is the recurring decimal that comes to mind anytime that this guy's story comes up on the timeline. So with that guys, I bring you this. Plot to replace Osinbajo thickens, popular Southwest pastor tops list. So that's the headline. Plot to replace Osinbajo thickens, popular Southwest pastor tops list. So now let's get into exactly what is going on in the world of Yemi this time around. From within Aso Rock, what's got out on Friday that the powerful cabal around President Muhammadu Buhari has concluded on forcing embattled Vice President Yemi Osinbajo out of office. Despite the fog of uncertainty surrounding the fate of Osinbajo, nothing concrete is yet to be traced to the president regarding the future of his deputy, with whom he had shared a warm relationship since their joint victory in 2015. But the president's men are said to be unrelenting in their pursuit of an agenda reportedly aimed at abruptly ending Osinbajo's presidential sojourn. Amidst all this, the vice president on Friday in Ekiti State accused insiders whom he described as fifth columnists of working against the interest of the government. In weeks ahead, one major battle Osinbajo may have to fight is preventing corruption tar from leaching on him, as allegations of corrupt handling of government agencies under him may soon hit the airwaves to devastating effect. The administration has employed the anti-corruption campaign to uproot perceived enemies within the government. Apart from Walter Onnoghen, who was sacked from office as the Chief Justice of Nigeria for alleged failure to declare 5 domiciliary accounts belonging to him in his asset declaration form, the immediate past head of service of the Federation, Mrs. Winifred Oyoita, was also relieved of her position on Thursday over an alleged corruption probe. This is perceived to be the aftermath of her open clash with the powerful Chief of Staff, Abba Kyari, at the Exco chamber in the villa over the controversial return to office of fugitive Abdul Rashid Maina of the infamous pension gate. Many within the system were counting days for her before being sent packing. It was also predicted that allegations of corruption will be used to get rid of her, and both predictions came to pass and were accurate. Maina, a former chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Pension, who fled the country and was declared wanted by the EFCC, was smuggled back into the country and into the civil service in October 2017, triggering a national outcry. On camera, an incensed Oyoita was seen wagging her fingers in the face of an equally angry Kyari, both eventually made up before the cameras. With the sack of a former Director General of the State Security Service, SSS, Lawal Daura, Kyari is believed to be the face of the presidential cabal, though 2 other powerful figures, name withheld, not in the government, are also said to call major shots. Beyond the drama of the past week within the presidency, which has seen Osinbajo in the eye of the storm regarding his continued relevance in the administration's second term in office, the correspondent was informed by a well-placed villa source that names were already coming up as a possible replacement for the vice president. Topping the list of those being considered is said to be a popular pastor for what is deemed an appropriate replacement and balancing. Osinbajo, aside from being a Christian, is a pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, and an ally of the denomination's influential general overseer, Pastor Enoch Adeboye. Although other names are reportedly being bandied as his possible replacement, the said pastor appears to fulfill fulfill all the requirements, being also a Christian, a popular pastor, and equally from the southwest part of the country like the vice president. It was further learned that those who want to see the back of Osinbajo are considering two major exit strategies, either his forceful resignation or impeachment through the National Assembly. A source around the vice president said his in-house traducers are already seeing him to be toast, with the conviction that it may not be too difficult forcing him to resign when brought under pressure. Osinbajo lacks meaningful political structure outside of Senator Bola Tinubu. This is likely to be emboldening those seeking to get rid of him out of the presidency. The vice president's major sin, for which he is reportedly not being forgiven, according to an insider, is beyond the actions taken when the president was hospitalized in the United Kingdom. As the acting president, Osinbajo saw the Senate confirmation of Justice Walter Onnoghen as the nation's substantive Chief Justice, though Buhari eventually got rid of him through a controversial suspension following an alleged failure to declare his asset as required by law. Onnoghen, the first Southern Christian Chief Justice of Nigeria in over 28 years of Northern domination, was replaced by Justice Mohammed Tanko. Osinbajo also got the controversial erstwhile Director General of the SSS, Daura, fired following a siege on the National Assembly. The then acting president publicly said he consulted the then ailing president before taking the decisions. Daura has been seen around the seat of power since Buhari resumed full duties. However, the public denial of the much despised Ruga policy of the Buhari administration by Osinbajo following a national outcry is said to have been the deal breaker for the presidency cabal. The back and forth between the vice president's office and the Miyetti Allah over Ruga, and the insistence by the former that Ruga isn't the same as the National Livestock Transformation Plan (NLTP) against the position of the latter, further mobilized national and international outcry against the policy. Buhari's administration later succumbed to global condemnation and scrapped the idea, which was aimed at having strictly Fulani settlements in local governments across the country. The cabal, according to information available, is holding Osinbajo responsible for the unnatural death of the Ruga agenda, believed to have been packaged by the administration to favor the Fulani stock of the president. Despite the decision by nearly all northern governors to buy into NLTP as against Ruga, and with Osinbajo being actively involved, the party is reportedly considered over for him in the current power project, hence the resolve, according to available information, to kick him out. A political associate of Osinbajo told the correspondent he didn't see any big deal in the alleged raw deal coming the way of the number 2 man. When asked if he had discussed the current realities with the vice president, he said he could only volunteer an opinion when asked. Osinbajo has been variously accused of sidelining many of his associates whilst only relating closely with those who are of the Redeemed Church. A senior lawyer told the correspondent of efforts he made to see the vice president for a serious national issue, only to realize that none of the appointments given him materialized. There is also a perception that the chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Babatunde Fowler's recent query from the Villa was part of the assault against the camp of the vice president, considering their long-running friendship. Osinbajo's name has featured frequently and prominently in the 2023 presidential permutations, and many commentators, pressure and political groups from the north have said 2023 should not be an exit point for the zone. The vice president is yet to make any comment about running for the presidency. presidency. So now this is now the goings on within the life and times of Yemi Osinbajo. Used and dumped was how I started off this particular video. Used and dumped are still the thoughts that are preeminent in my mind, because this, of course, as I've said repeatedly, is the guy that they sent round market squares to be handing out 10,000 naira, and this was the guy that was being the wingman to Malam Buhari in that Kadira Ahmed interview, the presidential interview, because of course Buhari did not even know anything about what was going on at that interview. So this was the guy that covered his back. This was the guy that pushed and pushed, and this was the public and articulate face of that campaign. So this was the face that the intellectuals and the intelligentsias in Nigeria gravitated to, that at least if we have this man there, we know that we have somebody of some sense inside that can check their excesses. But then it is that checking their excesses that has now proven to be the death nail in this guy's coffin. It's been the final nail rather in this guy's coffin, effectively, from what we are seeing now, because of course he could not allow that Lawal Daura to roll the military operatives onto the National Assembly without taking a position. He had to do something, and of course Walter Onoge was the most senior and the most qualified person to be the Chief Justice of the country, so of course he then had to give that slot to him. But then of course he still is not up to speed with the fact that these people have an agenda that is completely outside of Nigeria and is entirely about their region and their religion, and that's their only interest, and anything that does not serve that is something that they would not allow. So now they are not going to allow Osinbajo anymore, effectively. Now is what these people have now made absolutely clear, and his alignment and his association with the crooked Tinubu is not any help to him either. So all of the elements are now weighed against this guy, and we are saying resign, but it doesn't even look as though he will have that option to resign anymore, because they are actually going to force him out now with the way these things are going. And if they don't force him out, they will completely debase and diminish him to the point that he will just be like a laughing stock there. He will just be like an ornament in the place, just like a decoration. So decoration is now the new job title, effectively, of Yemi Osinbajo. Is effectively where I am rounding off this video. So come tell me how ornate you think Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is looking now in the presidential villa. But before you come have these conversations with me, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of all this goings on in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, join you there. But here I say peace.